here's all the supplies that I'm going to be using. I need a pair of scissors, a trash bag, and my jade plants, their cuttings. And here's some pebbles I'm going to use for the pathway. And here's some potting mix. So those are my things that I'm going to use, and if I end up using something else, I'll film it later. But right now, for sure, all these things I'm going to do. I'm going to line this thing with the black plastic trash bag to help protect the wood. I know eventually it's going to rot from what I'm doing. It's an old drawer, but at least it should hopefully last for at least a year or two with this precaution with the black trash bag, hopefully. Okay, let's get going. Take the plastic in the little corner to help the water drain out. I put a little bit of gravel at the bottom to hopefully where everything doesn't get rotted from all the water and plastic. So that was my drainage thing. Don't know if it's going to work, but I know you can't really see it, but there's a little tiny hole in the plastic over here in this corner. Water, hopefully I'm going to maybe put that end up there a little bit higher for the water. Excess water will drain down here and go out that little hole. And the drawer is not watertight because I already rinsed them out earlier. So I'm hopefully pretty sure that's going to work. See you later. You can see I sort of have them laid out, maybe how I'm going to have them. I'm not quite sure yet. But anyway, I got them sort of laid out where I'm going to have them. And now to the next step. I'm not happy how it looks. So we're going to have to see what we may need still to add. But before we go any further, I thought I would give you a breakdown of the cost. The drawer was free. The plastic, I don't know, maybe 10 cents. The soil, maybe $3, so that gives us $4. The plants were free, and I have some plants here. They're not looking that great because it's been so hot here. And I'm thinking about using them, all three of them. And they're about 60 cents each, and there's the name of that. So it'll look like a little bush or a tree with flowers. I think I'm going to put one here and the other one there, and I'm going to put the third one back here, so that'll be where all three will go. And I still may put some other stuff in to make it look better. It just looks blah. Doesn't have any pizzazz at all. I mean, I realize I still have to put my creek or my path in, but even with that, it just doesn't look all that great. So I'm going to try to add a little bit more to it. And so we're up to what, $4, $6. I think we're into this for about $6 right now as I'm speaking, but I'm sure we're going to go a lot more than that before we're done. But anyway, keep in mind we're at $6. This now for about $10 or $11, adding the new plants. Still not happy how it's turning out. We'll have to wait and see what it's going to look like when I'm done. I'm going to go in the house and see if I can find some moss to put around all these plants and see if that makes it look a little better. These were the two plants that I used. I used 4 of those, and I used 3 of these. Now this one's going to get some size to it. These are going to stay pretty small. My jade plants, of course, are going to get quite large, and eventually when they do get large, I will take them out and put them in the garden. It's just an opportunity to get some jade cuttings and use in a fairy garden for the moment. They might be able to stay in here. Depends if what stays alive in all this heat. That's the most, everything here is like 100 to 110 every doggone day. So it's hard for me to even want to work out here because it's so doggone hot. So anyway, I just wanted to show you where we're heading right now. It's going to look a lot better. I'm going to go in there and look for some moss in the house and see if I have any. And if I do, I'm going to do it today. If I don't, it may not get finished until next week. Okay, this is it. I'm going to go look for some moss. Well, I soaked my moss in water, as you can see here. And then I started putting it around my fairy garden. I already trimmed the plastic. Now I'm going to try to cover this plastic with this with this moss over the black plastic. So I'll take another picture as soon as we get done doing this project. Well, here we are, all finished with my jade forest. Didn't turn out quite to be a jade forest after all. I was very disappointed. Didn't have enough color. So I ended up putting 3 of these in. That's one there, and one over there. And I have another one just like it in that little container that I did last week. So, and then I had, if we can read it, I used 4 of these. One here, here, and here. And of course the rest was jade plants. Put some moss, and I sold some rocks from some other fairy gardens that my granddaughter gave me. But I ran out of pretty rocks. This little jade forest with some flowers that mixed in with it cost me a total of $15, including the container, the moss, and all the plants, because all the jade plants were cuttings, the moss. I did allow, I think, $4 for the moss. I already had it. I had it over a project over a couple years ago, saved, so I used it. The rocks I already had and took them from the other things. So the really only thing I bought new was the 7 plants and the soil, and then of course the trash bag was new too. And I'm going to put some little rock path that I haven't done, I think eventually, but right now it looks fine. It's a little forest, a little path running through the forest. Maybe I will show an update very soon, and I'll do the path. So there's my $15 jade garden. I'm done for today. I'll do an update after I get maybe a little path, more of a detailed path put in it. But it's fine for right now.
The path is in now.